So we'll just take a quick look at the body itself from this angle. And I guess it's been repainted, although you could make the argument that this is 50 years of faded red, and this is 50 years of red that's been covered up by the license plate. There's a bit of a dent here, probably in concert with the hit that was taken here. But this is so minor that it really didn't affect anything else. When these things get hit in the rear as part of the occupant, yeah, it's been repainted. Protection, crush points. When this gets hit, you usually see this pop out as part of the crush zone. So no damage. You can look down the line there. This body line. This is called the blood gutter, by the way, for reasons that nobody can explain to me. But this is nice and straight. This is nice and exactly where it should be. Nice sized dent right there. See no problem getting that off. Same with this, I guess. The only thing that I'm not 100% sure, my body guy, Nate, will have to answer to this. This could be a little tricky getting this right, but he's never been stopped before. So, again, there's a pretty good crease here. Little bit right there, and then this business here. He may want to replace this piece. Again, it's a readily available panel, and anytime we replace panels, it's restoration, it's not repair. So these things are butt welded, the seams are ground, and at the end of the day, you wouldn't know the difference between new metal and old metal, except the new metal wouldn't have any rust, but we don't have any rust here. So again, because there's no rust, because of this condition of this car as it is right now, I'm reluctant to replace original sheet metal because it's original. So we'll see about working this out as is. And, you know, doors have got the typical kind of little bit of dents or whatnot. Not a big deal. We know we're not going to mess with this. As a matter of fact, we were talking about replacing this panel here. This whole piece gets replaced, which includes this. So that's not going to be a patch. It's going to be a complete replacement. This was a piece that came from a later model one. You can tell because they had patched in the later models had the big square or big rectangular ugly side markers. The 69s, the round tails in general, did not have that, and so that's what they're doing, or that's what they did here. So that's how you can tell that this fender was probably salvaged from a later model Spider. And then you can tell here that they did a horrendous job of,
hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but I think you get the gist of it. It's a big mess up here. And you could complain bitterly about what horrible workmanship was done, but the reality is it wasn't too many years ago that this car wasn't worth anything, and so to spend $30,000 on body work for a car that was worth $5,000 wouldn't make any sense. So the way I look at this is this kind of workmanship is really preservation, so that the car wasn't crushed or parted out. And you know, here we are in 2019, and we can legitimately rationalize it that that this will be replaced properly. So, nothing more to say about this, except that, you know, it's certainly not the way it should be done right now. Today's world. Other than that, little dents, you know, just 50 years worth of living life, or more than 50 years, right? 69?
Exactly 50.
Exactly 50 years. Yeah, so patina in one sense. One of the tricks that we're going to have are these round lights for the front. The rear ones are here. The front one on the passenger side, the lens is broken. On the driver's side, it's non-existent. And there has been some trouble actually finding the correct replacement pieces. So I haven't looked in a while. I'm hoping maybe that somebody stepped up and made those again. I think that is about it right now.